Venezuela is a land of striking contrasts, a country where breathtaking natural wonders exist side by side with deep and persistent challenges. Its landscapes are as diverse as its people, and every corner tells a different story. The sparkling blue waters of the Caribbean Sea, the endless green plains of the Llanos, and the ancient mysterious flat-top mountains like Angel Falls create a picture of paradise. These places seem untouched by time, inviting travelers and dreamers alike. In the capital city of Caracas, wide avenues and the towering Avila Mountains hint at a city that once thrived. The city's skyline, dotted with modern buildings, suggests prosperity, but beneath the surface, the reality is far more complicated. Crumbling apartment blocks and half-finished construction projects are everywhere, silent witnesses to an economy that has faltered. These structures, once symbols of hope, now stand as reminders of dreams put on hold. On the walls, vibrant murals burst with color and emotion. They tell stories of resistance, of cultural pride, and of the struggles faced by ordinary people. Each painting is a voice, expressing both hope for change and sorrow for what's been lost. Once fertile farmland now lies empty and overgrown, a quiet but powerful symbol of missed opportunities and a nation's lost potential to feed itself and prosper. Children still find moments of happiness, kicking soccer balls through dusty streets. Yet, their thin frames and worn faces reveal the hardships they endure every day, growing up in a country where basic needs are often out of reach. The rhythms of folk music and the pride in Venezuela's rich history remain strong, but they are often overshadowed by the sight of empty store shelves and long lines for food. Many families have been forced to leave, searching for a better life elsewhere. Once, the oil fields of Lake Maracaibo promised wealth and progress. Now, the glimmer of oil on the water is a reminder of environmental damage and lost prosperity, as industry crumbles and hope fades. To truly understand Venezuela, you must look at both its breathtaking beauty and its broken heart. Only by seeing both sides can you grasp the full story of this remarkable, resilient nation. For most Venezuelans, every day is a hunt to survive. Life here is a constant struggle, where even the most basic needs are never guaranteed. People wake up each morning not knowing if they'll be able to find enough food, water, or electricity to get through the day. Food is hard to find and expensive. The lowest wages barely buy basic groceries. Shelves in stores are often empty, and when food is available, prices are so high that many families can only afford a fraction of what they need. Parents are forced to make impossible choices, deciding which essentials to buy and which to leave behind. Families wait in line for hours for special food boxes, which don't offer much nutrition. These government-distributed boxes are a lifeline for many, but they're unpredictable and rarely contain enough to feed a family for long. The wait is exhausting, and the uncertainty is constant. Being clever is key. Every meal is stretched. Every supply is shared. Families come together, pooling resources and rationing what little they have. Creativity in the kitchen is a survival skill, as mothers and fathers find ways to make small portions last. Clean water is not reliable. Faucets are dry for weeks, forcing families to get water wherever they can. Some walk long distances to fill containers at public fountains or even rivers, risking their health just to have enough to drink and cook. Power outages happen all the time, spoiling food and messing up daily life. Without electricity, families lose what little food they have, and children struggle to study or sleep in the dark. The uncertainty of when the lights will come back adds to the daily stress. Public transportation is a mess. People squeeze into unsafe vehicles just to get around. Buses are overcrowded and often break down, making even short trips a challenge. Commuting to work or school can take hours, draining precious time and energy. Every simple chore, shopping, seeing a doctor, becomes a huge problem to figure out. Pharmacies and hospitals are overwhelmed, and basic medicines are often out of stock. Even buying soap or bread can mean waiting in line for hours, never knowing if supplies will run out before your turn. The fight for basic things takes away energy and hope. People are tired, both physically and emotionally, as the daily grind wears them down. Smiles are rare, and exhaustion is everywhere. Surviving leaves little room for dreams. Young people look out their windows, wondering if life will ever get better, if they'll have a chance to build a future beyond just getting by. This is daily life for millions. The crisis never stops, and for many, hope is the most precious thing they fight to keep alive. Venezuela's children are the most hurt by this crisis. Hunger is always there. Not enough food stops growth and learning. Parents skip meals so their children can eat, but it's often not enough. Schools are empty. Hunger and no supplies keep kids away. Teachers who don't get paid much and are struggling often can't come to work. The breakdown of schools is creating a lost generation. Healthcare is in ruins. Old diseases are coming back. Medicines are hard to find. Parents desperately look for life-saving drugs. Children grow up surrounded by stress, loss, and not knowing what will happen next. Their childhood is taken away. They carry problems that are too heavy. Childhood in Venezuela is a daily fight to survive. Millions of Venezuelans have made the hard choice to leave their homes. They walk for days or weeks, carrying only hope and a few things. The trip is dangerous, through jungles, across borders, facing violence and being taken advantage of. Even after they arrive, life is unsure. No money, no papers, no home. Many face unfair treatment and struggle to find work or schools for their children. Still, people keep leaving. It shows how deep the sadness is. Each person who leaves is more than just a number. They are teachers, nurses, artists, and parents. Their journey is a risk for respect and safety. It's a walk away from collapse, towards a future they don't know. Venezuela's crisis comes from its systems falling apart. Hospitals, once among the best, now lack water, electricity, and basic supplies. Patients bring their own gloves and bandages. Doctors fight a losing battle. Schools and universities are crumbling, with students and teachers leaving the country. This loss of smart people has taken away Venezuela's future leaders. Damage to nature is everywhere. Illegal mining and oil spills ruin land and water. The law has weakened. Corruption and getting away with things are common. Private businesses are held back. Jobs are scarce. This breakdown of government is the root of the crisis. Venezuela is a nation on the edge of everything falling apart. Despite everything, the Venezuelan spirit keeps going strong. Strength is found in small actions, sharing food, helping neighbors, creating community kitchens. Cleverness or resolver keeps old cars running and families fed. People start businesses from their homes, finding ways to survive. Doctors and teachers work for little or nothing, driven by duty and hope. Journalists and activists risk everything to tell the truth. Cultural pride stays strong. Music, traditions, and family ties last. Laughter and music fill the streets, even when the power is out. This is not ignoring problems, but a powerful way of saying, this is who we are. The unbreakable spirit is Venezuela's greatest strength. Venezuela's future is uncertain, but hope remains. A quiet, persistent force that endures even in the darkest times. Across the hills and valleys, in the heart of every city and village, people still dare to dream of something better. They hold on to hope, not because it is easy, but because it is necessary for survival. Healing and progress will take time, perhaps years, perhaps generations. But every small act of kindness, every moment of unity, brings the country closer to recovery. It will require everyone, from neighbors to strangers, to work together, to support one another, and to believe that change is possible. The wounds of the past run deep, leaving scars that may never fully fade. Yet, the will to rebuild is even deeper. In every seed planted, every wall rebuilt, there is a promise, a belief that tomorrow can be brighter. Hope is not foolish or naive. It is the quiet strength that keeps mothers walking their children to school, doctors caring for the sick, and teachers lighting the spark of knowledge in young minds. It is the reason people keep moving forward, even when the road is hard. The world owes Venezuela more than sympathy. It owes respect for the courage and dignity of its people, who stand tall in the face of adversity and refuse to be defined by hardship alone. We must listen to their voices, support their efforts, and stand together in solidarity. True change comes when communities unite, when hands join, and when hope is shared. The future will be built by Venezuelans themselves, brick by brick, idea by idea, fueled by their own strength and determination. Their resilience is the foundation for a new beginning. The path ahead is difficult, but the dream remains clear. A country where families are reunited, children are nourished, and the natural beauty of Venezuela is matched by the joy and prosperity of its people. That day may seem distant, but hope is patient. It endures through every sunrise, in the eyes of the young, and in the hearts of those who refuse to give up. For millions, hope is a flame that cannot be extinguished, a light that guides them through the darkness, no matter how long the night. Venezuela's story is not over. It is still being written, every day, by the hands and hearts of its people, by their hope that endures.